Morning everyone, welcome to the days before Vlogmas. It is the 29th of November and I have decided to go ahead with Vlogmas this year. I really enjoyed it last year, even though it was a lot of hard work. So I'm going to try and do it again this year. Those of you who don't know me and this is the first time you've seen me, my name is Becky and I am the knitter and dyer and podcaster behind Back to Blighty. Go back and check out another podcast episode if you want to find out more. It's basically a knitting, yarny, kind of all around kind of wittering podcast. But yeah, welcome everyone. I am back on bench. I have my frothy coffee this morning, which I need, and actually the light's really good. It's like such a beautiful sunrise this morning. It is 7:15. You might be able to hear that the road is getting busy. We live in a quiet lane, but there's a main road over the back, and yeah, it's kind of, when the wind's right you can really hear it. Birds are singing. I've got to go to work today, just for a short spell, and yeah, but I thought I would take you along because I've got a few things I wanted to talk to you about, sort of Christmas wise and Vlogmas wise, so I thought I would take you with me along for the ride. It is a cold one. The car is going to have to be de-iced, so that's the next job. But first of all, I'm just going to enjoy the garden and yeah, have my coffee. Okay, so it's time to defrost the car. I have a Mini, which means that there's no rim around the window frame, so it's just the window, and when you unlock the car the window drops slightly so you can open the door. But when it's really frosty sometimes I have to go through the back doors to get in the car. So fingers crossed I haven't got to do that this morning. It would be entertaining for the neighbours, but yeah, let's go and have a look, see what the damage is. Right, so I've just arrived in Brighton and the sun is so beautiful, so I'm hoping that you can see what's going on. So I'm now in city driving mode instead of village driving mode, and I am off to my first school of the day, and this school is so lovely. The people are so nice in there, and they always make cake on a Monday and they feed me cake. So that doesn't happen in every school. Nice start to the week. So yeah, so I'm just about to pull up. I'm actually 10 minutes early, so I'm probably going to have a little knit, get my Christmas socks finished, which are a gift for somebody that I won't be naming, just in case they're watching. But yeah, going to do a little bit of knitting in the car because the car is so lovely and warm. It takes me about half an hour to get over to Brighton from where I live, so the car is lovely and warm, so I'm going to bask in the heated car for 10 minutes before I venture into school. So yeah, I'll show you my project in a minute actually, and yeah, show you where I'm up to. Right, just parked up, and yeah, the journey was pretty non-eventful, and I didn't have to climb through the back doors of my clubman to get in this morning, so I managed to open the door without it freezing up, so that was good. I am just going to do a few rounds of my Christmas gift socks. I have about 5 minutes, so I reckon I can do a few rounds in that time. And I'm using West Yorkshire spinners in the autumn leaves, and I have finished one sock, so I'll show you the sock. There it is, the afterthought heel. So yeah, these are going to be a Christmas gift, and I have cast on the second sock, and I've just done a little bit. So yeah, going to get a bit of that done in the car, and then it's off to work. I'm back in the warm at home. The heating isn't on, but it feels warmer than it does outside. Now, I know a lot of you have had snow drifts and things like that in the north of the country and in Scotland, and we haven't had that down here. We haven't had any snow yet, but it has been cold. But we're not used to it because, you know, we're used to the warmer climate. Anyway, it's cold for us, so hence I'm cold. So I've made myself a nice cup of tea and sat down to chat to you. And although it's too hot at the moment, it is lovely and warm on my hands. I wanted to talk to you about advent calendars. Now, advent calendars for me aren't something that I want to necessarily buy because I don't use mini skeins very often. And also I think they're a lot of money. That's not to say that they're not worth it, because they are. And as a dyer, I completely appreciate the time and effort that goes into them. However, it is a massive amount of money. And I know a lot of people save up throughout the year, and that's great. And I probably would save up throughout the year if I used up the minis. I haven't used one single mini that I got last year. Now, last year I did a swap with the lovely Helen from the Fox in the Purple Coat podcast, and they're all living in this bag. And I thought it's high time I used them. So I am going to do a kind of knitted advent this year during Vlogmas. So I intend to make a pair of socks, and each stripe will be a different colour out of the advent calendar. And then by Christmas, I will have a pair of stripy socks. That's the plan. I'm going to have a look, get them all out in a minute, and I'm going to try and order them. So I'll take you along with me to do that. But they're just lovely. And I kind of think, you know, they've sat in my stash for a year and I haven't used them. So it's about time I got them. And also it's something to kind of work on. 6 rounds or 12 rounds, because I'm going to do them 2 at a time, a night is nothing, and I can manage that. So I'm going to do that. Instead of spending that money on an advent calendar, I decided to think about something that I really would like that is a little bit of money. You know, it's a bit of an extravagance, but not as much money as an advent calendar would be, and something that I would use a great deal. So I ordered a bag, just cover my address, from Hyde and Hammer. Da-da-da. And I'm not going to open it until tomorrow. And tomorrow, hopefully I will have done the cuffs of each sock so that on the 1st I am ready to start my first stripe. Yeah, that was a bargain. My lovely friend Lynn from Calon Yarns is an enabler. She's shown off her Hyde and Hammer bags before, and they are just beautiful, really, really lovely. So I went onto the website, put it in my basket, and when I put the order into my basket, it was like £45. So I saved some money. Whether there was a Black Friday deal that I wasn't aware of, I don't know. So yeah, it was a really good bargain. So for the third of for a third of the price of an advent calendar, I have got a Hyde and Hammer bag, which I can use over and over again, and I know it's going to get an awful lot of use. So yeah, win-win. Right, I will flip you round, have a slurp of my tea, and then I will show you kind of what I'm thinking with my advents. So yeah, stay tuned. I think I'm happy with the order. What do you think? Oh, they're just so pretty. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get them out. But they are beautiful. Look at that Christmassy one there, the green and the red. So lovely. Right, time to ball them up so they're ready for the 1st.